You should be asking to lower income tax and not raise minimum wage. Here's why. Raising minimum wage will just raise the income tax, causing no real benefit to the individual, making employees have to cut workers. Advocating for a lower income tax rate keeps more dollars in your pocket, allowing for more stimulation, more jobs, and more money. And who doesn't like more money?
Girl, you should be more worried about what you think than getting more money, because you're flat out wrong and you sound straight up stupid. I honestly don't even know where to start because you made so many ill-informed and factless statements, it's hard to see through all the idiocracy. First of all, I have no idea where you got that lowering income tax would be more of a benefit than raising wages. 1/3 of the country makes less than $15 an hour. They're barely making enough money to tax in the first place. It's almost as if you picked up your camera, chose 3 words, and ran with it. Second, and I will scream this to the rooftops, making more money won't make you lose money. That just doesn't happen, and the fact that you're entertaining that just shows how little research, if any, you put into any of this. Third, you conveniently left out the cost of living because you know lowering income tax has no effect on the raising cost of rent, healthcare, childcare, food, etc. But you know what would help with paying for those things? Raising the federal minimum wage. Since you're so bad at research, I did the work for you. You're welcome. Here's what raising the minimum wage would do. It would raise the income of 35 million American workers, according to the Economic Policy Institute, and lift 4.5 million Americans out of poverty. And it's even better for businesses. A study conducted by the Center for Economic Policy and Research reports that modest increases to the minimum wage is a relatively small cost to employers. I would agree, given that many companies saw record profits while they were jacking up their prices in a pandemic. What about small businesses, you might ask? Well, a national poll states that 60% of them support minimum wage increases. Overall, raising the minimum wage increases productivity, lowers turnover, and boosts the economy. How can anyone in their right mind argue against that? Lily, you are utterly and completely out of touch. I'm being very generous in helping you get back there. We can start by realigning you with what your base actually believes. In a leaked survey by Republican and pollster Frank Luntz, 80% of business executives support raising the minimum wage. 75% of Americans support wage increases, including 53% of Republicans. You need more? In 2020, red states like Florida, Alaska, South Dakota, and Ohio automatically raised their wages based off the cost of living. Not enough, I might add, but they did start this back in 2018. The facts are all there, and I promise you they do not care about your feelings or lack of research. People like you are hurting Americans and the millions of working Americans and their families who need help right now. I don't know what bubble you live in, but it's time to pop it and wake up. This is not a partisan issue. Do not let the likes of Lily or TPUSA tell you otherwise. This is something that every American can benefit from and get behind. This is about empowering American workers by making sure they can live without economic burdens or hardships. This is about appreciating and valuing the labor workers produce. In closing, know your worth. Thank you for watching Rebel HQ. Hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe.